Hello friends, welcome to Shriram's. The topic for today's discussion is Nagorno Karabakh. Fighting has erupted once more between Armenia and Azerbaijan in the Caucasus region in late September. At the heart of the decades-old conflict is the Nagorno Karabakh region. It is recognized as a part of Azerbaijan, but it is controlled by ethnic Armenians. The countries fought a bloody war over the region in the late 1980s and the early 1990s. Although they declared a ceasefire, they have never managed to agree to a peace treaty. Azerbaijan is the likely instigator, as it is the most unhappy with the current situation and has been emboldened by support from Turkey. What is the Nagorno Karabakh conflict? Nagorno Karabakh is the disputed landlocked mountainous region. It is the center of an unresolved dispute between Azerbaijan, in which it lies and to which it legally belongs, and its ethnic Armenian majority, backed by neighboring Armenia. Thus, the Nagorno Karabakh conflict is an ethnic and territorial conflict between Armenia and Azerbaijan over the disputed region of Nagorno Karabakh. The ethnic Armenians prefer to call the region Artsakh, an ancient Armenian name for the area. The ethnic dimension is that Armenia is majority Christian, while oil-rich Azerbaijan is majority Muslim. Why was the province peaceful under the Soviet Union? After the end of World War I and the Bolshevik Revolution in Russia, the new Soviet rulers, as a part of their divide and rule policy in the region, established the Nagorno Karabakh autonomous region within USSR in the early 1920s. Under the Bolshevik rule, fighting between the two countries was kept in check as Soviet Union was a totalitarian country. What happened since the Soviet Union dissolved? As the Soviet Union began to collapse, its grip on Armenia and Azerbaijan was gradually lost. In 1988, the Nagorno-Karabakh legislature passed a resolution to join Armenia despite the region's legal location within Azerbaijan's borders. As Soviet Union was dissolving in 1991, the autonomous region officially declared independence. War erupted between Armenia and Azerbaijan over the region, leaving 30,000 casualties and hundreds and thousands of refugees. During the fighting, in which between 20,000 and 30,000 people are estimated to have lost their lives, the ethnic Armenians gained control of the region. They also occupied Azerbaijani territory outside Karabakh, creating a buffer zone linking Karabakh and Armenia. What did the ceasefire in 1994 achieve? In 1994, Russia brokered a ceasefire. It left Karabakh as well as chunks of Azeri territory around the enclave in Armenian hands. It was a ceasefire, not a settlement. However, it provided for 2 decades of relative stability. What is the Minsk Group? Negotiation and mediation efforts, primarily led by Minsk Group, have failed to produce a permanent solution to the conflict. The Minsk Group, a mediation effort led by the Organization for Security and Cooperation in Europe, was created in 1994 to address the dispute and is co-chaired by United States, France, and Russia. The co-chairs organize summits between the leaders of the two countries and hold individual meetings. How did the regional actors react? Russia is officially neutral and has sought to play the role of a mediator. Russia calls for a peaceful settlement and restraint during skirmishes. However, Russia is Armenia's main arms supplier and the two countries are military allies. Turkey is a member of NATO and supports Azerbaijan both militarily and diplomatically. Iran is officially neutral but repeatedly reaffirmed their support for Azerbaijan's territorial integrity. Soon after the fighting started in Nagorno Karabakh, Pakistan openly extended support to Azerbaijan. What is the importance of the region and why does the conflict worry Europe and the region? The most immediate impact on Europe would be oil supplies. The Caspian region has rich oil and gas reserves. 2 pipelines carry oil and gas from Azerbaijan westwards through Caucasus and both pass near disputed Nagorno Karabakh enclave. Any widening conflict could endanger the pipeline and Europe's hopes of tapping the Caspian region to reduce its dependence on Russian energy sources. Also, any escalating conflict could draw in neighboring powers thanks to Armenia's military pact with Russia and Azerbaijan's pact with Turkey. That could lead to a showdown between Moscow and Ankara, which are already at odds in Syria and Libya. What happened to Russia-mediated truce last Saturday? Russia brokered a peace deal. The Armenian and Azerbaijani foreign ministers approved an agreement to pause hostilities in order to exchange prisoners and the bodies of people killed after 2 weeks of fighting over the disputed Nagorno Karabakh region. But both sides almost immediately accused each other of violations. How has India reacted? India wants the fighting to stop and diplomacy to succeed. But Indian troops support Armenia. The two countries have historical ties. The earliest presence of Armenians in India can be traced back to the late 8th century, and for years, Kolkata has been home to the country's Indian Armenian community. Historians attribute much of the city's development and establishment of some of the most iconic educational institutions to the Armenian community. Many Indians oppose Azerbaijan because it condemned India on Jammu and Kashmir, also because Turkey and Pakistan support Azerbaijan. Well, that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed today's podcast.